number 2. What do we have going? I've got Mole and Antwerp this week. Antwerpen this week. Welcome to it, people of YouTube and whoever else is watching this. Yeah, it's a beautiful day in Belgium. We are wearing all of the neoprene, which means it's extra beautiful.
Yeah,
you know it's proper when you have to wear the neoprene gloves. And I'm doing a 45-minute recovery ride with Carden, because I didn't want to make him do this by himself. But I do believe this is why they invented the indoor trainer and/or rollers.
what?
The pipistrello. Dude, they're doing a 32.
Oh, a
30
mil pipistrello.
Oh my god.
He's gonna have an asthma attack over the pipistrello. But this is a challenge household.
Yeah, challenge is better than you guess. There's maybe too much noise, Caleb.
We movie.
We mole.
We mole movie. We almost movie.
Yeah.
Studying. It's race day, so people asked for more race day routine. So, up at 8:30, eggs and oatmeal. Yeah, and another important part of the routine is Zach Bryan with Matisse. Gotta have that.
Belgium, the weather is wonderful.
Beautiful sunny day, you say?
Yeah, life is great. I really enjoy it, and it's a wonderful Christmas time.
And the car we're driving in is not covered in moss because it's so wet here all the time.
There's a flusher.
But yeah, eggs and oatmeal for breakfast. Bags are all packed up. We headed out at 9:45. It's like just about 2 hours to Mole for Zilvermeer X2O.
No, it's like the Pookie. It's the Pookie race. It's Exiat Cross.
Oh, exact cross. Yeah.
Cross,
Yeah. So we'll get there at noon-ish. I race at 3 p.m. Basically, get there, get dressed, go pre-ride. There's no amateur races here.
There's the G Sport.
There's the G Sport, which is, essentially a differently abled race.
Yeah, that's great. I think we should do that in the US.
Yeah, it's just like not a thing in the US, but yeah, there's the G Sport cyclocross.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, basically there's no amateur races, which for pros, it's great because I can go pre-ride for hours. I can just go pre-ride anytime for hours until the women's race starts.
There's a huge difference in Europe. Like in America, usually you arrive on the Friday, you do 1,000 million laps of the course, but like in Europe, you have to be like more versatile. You arrive like race day, like Van der Poel and Van Aert, they never go like the day before the race. They show up at the race, they learn the course in 45 minutes, they watch it on TV a year before, and that's it. So I think for young rider, that's something to learn, be able to do a course and learn it in 30-40 minutes. It's good because when you're gonna arrive in Europe, you have to do that at almost every race.
But yeah, it's very different. And what's funny too is like these courses are, each of them are 10 times harder than your average American race. And we come here and we pre-ride them day of. Like I come pre-ride Namur day of. If you've never been to Europe, you haven't raced mountain bikes, blah, 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 you're a junior, yeah, you come race and look at Namur for the first time, you think you're gonna die. So that's valid.
Yeah, but look on TV, find all the edition of the race. It's helping a lot because you're mentally prepared. Even if the curve is a bit different, even if the off-camber is not the same, it's still, you know the course, you know what to expect a bit about it, so it's always great to know what race you're gonna do and watch it.
Exactly, yeah. You probably noticed Matisse and I watch all the old races of the year, and even after the race, we watch the race we just did to study it and see what we can learn and be entertained, because sometimes we have nothing to do. So we movie. We almost movie.
Yeah, we almost movie. We raced. So we cockside or we maul.
Today we maul, tomorrow we Antwerp. Yeah. Alles Gute. So yeah, some of the mechanics come earlier in the day, and I come later. The bikes and tents are all set up. I'm about to pre-ride. Got the pressure gauge in my pocket. So we're basically at like a swimming resort. I don't know how else to call it. Like a beach, like a fake beach. Sand in my socks, sand in my shoes. It's not muddy though, so honestly, I'm just gonna use one pair of shoes and socks today. I pretty much always pre-ride and race in different socks and shoes because, you know, there's usually a gap in between or it's muddy. If it's muddy, bring 2 pairs of socks. And if you can, 2 pairs of shoes and pre-ride in your pit shoes, which always send your B shoes to the pit so you have spares. But yeah, nice to be warm and dry and have options for bibs, kit, clothing, jackets, jerseys, hats, socks, whatever, you know, spares of everything.
Yeah, Caleb! Come on, Caleb! Up, Caleb! Let's go!
Yeah, Caleb! Come on, Caleb!
Let's go, Caleb! Up!
Come on, Caleb! Whole race report. Front row call-up, as you might have seen. Wout missed his call-up, so I've got that on him, and that's it. I did offer him my spot, and he very politely declined. He's a very gracious man. He's very friendly. Got off the line decently. Not a world record start for me, but pretty solid. I think got through the first sand section. It got a little bit bottled up. I would have liked to have made better use of my good start position and, yeah, like, been able to stick in the top 10 for at least until we hit the sand, but I did not. So from there, kind of settled into my group and rode until they pulled me. Yeah, basically you had to just nail all the sand sections, and then you had to try and recover where you could and be ready to go to full VO2 for as long as it takes to get through the next sand section again. Vanderpool won by minute 17 over Wout. It was a sub 6 minute lap, so I did not race for very long, but I knew based on my guesstimation plus Matisse yelling at me when it was my last lap, and I put on the jets and passed 6 dudes in the last minute of the course. I just absolutely put on the jets because I knew our race was ending and they're about to pull us, and I don't think any of those guys knew our race was about to end. So I got all of them and finished 29th. Last year I think I was 45th here, so this is a pretty substantial improvement there. And then we drove back, cooked dinner, did laundry, showered, and now I'm repacking the bags and everything else to go to Antwerp World Cup tomorrow. Yeah, lots of food, lots of hydration. Gonna hit the Normatec boots, stretch, foam roll, midnight snack, not actually midnight, 10:30 snack, and get to bed here. Yeah, trying to maximize recovery with these double weekends, especially with tomorrow being a World Cup, with money, points, fame, glory, and mid-pack finishes on the line. But yeah, pretty dang fun day. Super cool and exciting course. Warmish weather, not raining. Energy was good. Legs were good as I used today as a warm-up race for the World Cup tomorrow. So I didn't really do openers yesterday. But overall, yeah, motivation's higher and energy's higher. And I think most importantly, I had fun. To be honest, as you probably may have been able to tell, I was not having fun in Cincinnati. I was not having fun in Falmouth where I had bronchitis and was racing like crap. Pan Am's double flatted. That wasn't fun. Actually, I still had fun because it was super cool to race at home and there's lots of people there. Nationals, had a ton of fun. And more, that was rad and rowdy. Fun. Today, super fun. Yeah, being a professional cyclist is a lot of hard work and a lot of this and a lot of that. And sometimes it does become not fun. And people ask me that all the time. You know, does doing it professionally take away from that fun? And sometimes the answer is yes. When you put so much time and energy into something and it's not going the way you want it, is very discouraging. So you have to find your own small successes in what you do. And I think, yeah, riding your bike fast as you can, no matter what that looks like, is part of the deal. And even if you know Mathieu van der Poel is going to make you get pulled. This is our very Our very big European clown car. Oh, I'm wearing Birkenstocks. I better put on some real shoes. These are not the ideal cyclocross race shoes. We're out here in Chateau de Mateo. He's letting us sit in his heated Mercedes camper van.
This is if the phrase, do you have a rider card, was a picture or video. This is it.
So to explain, there are guys who take the start lists of the World Cups especially, or other races, and they go down the start list and they just find all the riders and try and get a rider card from all of them. I usually just give mine away, but Casey is charging €2 and he's about to make like a good $30, which I should be doing. Dang.
Come on, Caleb! Come on, Caleb!
All right, Antwerp World Cup race report. Chaotic start, full gas from the pavement straight into a sand left-hander and then a sand right-hander. Matthew Van der Poel crashed into another dude who crashed into Tom Pidcock, who I then crashed into in the second corner, and I ended up on the ground. So sorry for rear-ending you, Matthew Van der Poel, if you see this, but it was Tom Pidcock's fault. And then I was in pretty much last out of 50 riders. Started to make up a couple spots. Got to pit 1, whatever, 2 minutes into the race. Promptly flatted going through pit 1. I rode that like partial flat all around to pit 2. Swapped bikes onto what no longer sand tires or file treads. So that was a bummer for this very sandy course. That cost me quite a bit of energy and a bit of time, and mostly that it was a drafting course, and I lost that next group in front of me, and basically rode the next the rest of the race solo, except for fighting with one other dude. So yeah, basically I had to do all my own work the entire race on a very windy, very fast track with lots of sand. And I knew when I was getting pulled, and once again dropped a bomb on the last dude into the 80% chute, caught him, passed him. Turns out that was a €300 pass because I went from 41st into 40th, and that's where the prize money stops. So 40th place in a World Cup is €300. And yeah, that was that. So yeah, far from ideal, bit of bad luck, but I mean, I raced well with what I had. Legs were strong. I fought for it. Yeah, finished up 40th. Not exactly great representation of what I'm capable of, but you know, could have been worse, could have been better. Yeah, we'll live to fight another day. So hope you enjoyed this, all these antics and everything else. Be sure to subscribe, and hopefully you liked some of what I incorporated into this from your comments from the last video. If there's other stuff you want to see, let me know again in the comments, and we'll try to see what I can do. So yeah, hope this was good and you found it entertaining. Or not. If you didn't, whatever.